Hello Flosstube, this is Kate from Kate's Crafting Corner, and I am here with my end of July wrap-up, beginning of August preview. This one I do hope will be shorter, on the shorter side. I'm hoping maybe 30 minutes or less, because I am planning on actually making several videos tonight / over the next couple of days. And the reason for that is because I'm doing Arbitrary August that Stitchy Mommy is hosting. And that's basically where you do a random whip every day in August. And I've already gone ahead and randomized my projects. And so I want to make a separate video showing the projects I intend to work on, so that anyone who's not interested in that kind of thing doesn't have to watch. But I do know that some of you guys do like to watch my planning videos, and so well, I mean, I guess this isn't like planning videos like the kind where the people set the tripod on their bullet journals and then they do all that planning. This will just be like showing that, but I have made a spread in my bullet journal for it. And so I do intend on, while this is uploading, finding all of those projects and then doing a quick show and tell, basically. So my stipulations for that was I wanted projects that, according to my spreadsheet, I hadn't worked on yet in 2018. And I do know a couple of the ones that the random.org number generator picked were ones I have worked on in 2018. But because I started my spreadsheet so much later into the year, I hadn't actually marked them in the worked on column. So those will be making an appearance. For example, Quaker Christmas 2, which I did start in 2018, it was actually randomly selected. And then the other difference I'm doing than Stitchy Mommy, because she's drawing every day as opposed to doing it more pre-planned out, is that instead of sticking to the order in which they were drawn out, I'm going to work on them rather either as the mood calls, or, for example, if I take it to work as a lunchtime project, as opposed to taking a Haid, and quite a few of the ones that were drawn were Haids, I'll select a smaller project that's more easily manageable for the workplace. So those are my only two big differences. I'm only going to put in an hour or so on each project because George Washington will be my focus for the month of August. I have been neglecting him quite a bit, but I have selected him as my project piece for a couple of challenges, and I will talk about that later in this video. At the end of the video, I will be doing my giveaway drawing for this chart and then a project bag that I will be making myself. Only 20 people entered. I like to do drawings the old-fashioned way, so I put them all in here, and I will be putting them into here. I just wanted you guys to see. So everything is transparent in this. There's no cheating or anything involved. Not that like you guys could really change anything if I did cheat, but I would like to keep it honest. So without further ado, I will show you the projects that I have been working on. We do have a lot of crochet again because I seem to have been really hit by the crochet bug. So that is weird. And then I'll show you my cross-stitch projects. I've only worked on a few, but I feel like I've made significant progress on the few that I have worked on since my last video. I've updated my board behind me, and I will talk about that in a little bit. I know that's hard to see because the light is giving a glare onto the board, and also I forgot to turn off the fan that's directly above me, and so, like, on that picture, you might see a little flickering, or at least I can see a flickering, and that's from the fan that's going around. It is hot up here in Northern California, over 100 almost every day. The smog or the smoke from the fires are really bad. It looks hazy and overcast all the time, but I am lucky I am not close to the fires, as in I'm not in danger. I have had few friends who live up near the Redding fires who have marked themselves safe on Facebook, so I like that Facebook has that feature, honestly. But I am not in any danger from those, so that is good, right? That is good. So yeah, let's get to it. I want to talk about briefly in my bullet journal. I have started, that's why my rotation tracker isn't on the board anymore, because I put it in my bullet journal, and I want to show you because I think it's really pretty how I decided to do it. So I made a grid with all my categories, and you can see not a lot got done. And then I assigned each week a color. And so as I work an hour on that project, I color it in according to the week. And so that's basically what I have done. And so I have carried that was July. So I've carried that through to August. And it is August 1st here. So it's blank. I haven't done any stitching today. And then this is my arbitrary August. And I will talk about that in the video that will be posted. I have had a finish. I made this finish yesterday, I believe. And that is To Have and to Hold from Country Cottage Needleworks. This is for my sister and brother-in-law. They got married almost 3 years ago, and I had it almost mainly finished by their wedding, but when I realized I couldn't finish it on time for their wedding, it just kind of slipped away to the background. And so for me, this was a major goal to finish this year. I haven't really stuck by my year of WIP plans, but this one was on it, and it was a priority, and I wanted to finish this by Christmas. For each of my sisters, I have a main project that was to be finished for Christmas, and I have done 2 out of the 3 sisters so far. So I have a quilt to finish for the sister who's just younger than me. So finishing this was my #1 priority. So I'm very happy to do that. I didn't finish it in time before she left from her visit here, but we were having a fun time, and stitching wasn't really my priority that weekend, so. For my birthday, I was spoiled beyond belief by my boyfriend, and he gave me a new printer. And he says it's not fancy, but I think it's fancy because, okay, my previous printer was from freshman year of college, which makes it like 12 years old, right? And this one, it will print from the Wi-Fi from my phone and my iPad, and that just like blows me away, right? So, so why this matters to you guys is because now I can print color copies of the projects I'm working on. So I won't be only showing you guys black and whites, is basically what I'm saying. So the first example of that is I printed a color copy of this one, this Disney one. And now I can tell the characters a whole lot better than the bad guessing I was doing in the last video. So here's this Disney one that I am doing for my nephew for Christmas. He will be 4. He turns 4 in December. And so I did meet my goal of finishing 5 characters. I think I called this, did I call her Snow White in the last video? I know it's Aurora, Sleeping Beauty. I just don't even know where my mind was at. I was told that this is Marie, and yeah, that's right, Marie from Aristocrats, Bambi, and then I received 2 different answers on who this little dude can be. Either from the Jungle Book or from Big Brother. Either way, I'm not familiar with either of those cartoons. So yeah, I just think he's really cute. I'm really happy with how this is turning out, and I'm really happy with it on this fabric. It is looking a lot better on this fabric than I thought it would, and it'll match my nephew's bedroom really well, I think. So this is the rest of the fabric, and I think it will look really good. In August, depending on how ambitious I'm going to be, I'm thinking I want to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and possibly this dude. So depending on how ambitious I am, oh, whoa, was that even in frame? I don't know. Depending on how ambitious I am, Cusco, Rapunzel, Hunchback of Notre Dame, Cinderella, and Aladdin for sure, and possibly this guy. I don't know who this guy is, if you guys can tell me. I don't know why I'm thinking maybe Jimmy Neutron. I don't know. Either way, I haven't seen whatever cartoon I'm apparently thinking of. I'm more familiar with the classics than I am with anything newer. For example, I've never seen the movie with Tiana. I know that is Tiana. I've never seen the movie with this guy. Or this guy. Is that Wreck-It Ralph? I don't know. And I think I'm familiar with everyone else. But, yeah. And seeing this in color again, oh, it's so much more helpful. It really is, guys. So I am happy to present color photographs on Kate's Crafting Corner, as I should have been all along. But, so there is that one. This isn't cross-stitching or crochet, but I did finish a project bag, and I'm very happy with how it turned out. I wanted to do a project bag to kind of dust the cobwebs off my brain and familiarize myself with how to do it. So I really, really like how this one turned out. And I put the, I didn't work on it, but the project I put in here is the President. Clouds Factory's President's one. Which, considering I was going to do 1 a month, was I going to do 1 a month from the time Trump became president so that I could finish it all by the next elections? Yeah, I'm super far behind. Like, what? 12 plus 15 presidents behind schedule. Oh, well. I do love how it looks, though. But, that wasn't even related to anything I've worked on, so. I think my last cross-stitch whip that I've worked on since I spoke to you guys last is, my Lady of the Flag, and I forgot the cover picture over there, so sorry about that. I only managed to work on the flag, and rather than moving over and working on her head, I decided to continue with the flag. And I love how this looks on my coffee tea dyed fabric. Let's see how that is. I just think the colors are really nice on here. I really, really love it. So this will be staying, I believe. My plan is to keep this on the frame and to work on it when I can during this month. But this is going to be a crazy month, so I will get to it as I get to it. Don't fall. Will you stay? Yes, you'll stay there. Okay, now I have 4 crochet projects that I've worked on. The first one is my Sophies Universe Afghan that I'm working on as probably a Christmas present for my boyfriend. I have to stand up to show you guys this one because it's huge. So I can't even get it all into, okay, maybe. Nope, I can't get it all. But here's where I'm at. And what I've worked on this last few weeks is this section over here. So these are like little roses, and I've never done anything like this before, and I think they turned out really cute. And these are leaves. So I'm loving how this is turning out. Unfortunately, it's so huge at this point that it's taking me about an hour and a half to 2 hours, depending on how complicated it is, to do each round. And I know that it's just going to keep getting bigger. And I was reading someone's blog, and they were like a decently fast crocheter, and I am slow. I'm a slow crocheter. And she was saying by the end, it was taking her 2 or 2.5 hours to do each round, so I'm anticipating like 3 or 4 hours per round. So I'm a little nervous about that, which means I need to be diligent on working on it. My boyfriend has been really sick lately, so I haven't spent as much time with him. So he's never seen this, and I am trying to keep it a secret. So whenever I don't see him in an evening, like we don't have dinner together, then I pull it out and try to work on it, which is why my cross stitching isn't as much as I would like. But considering how long it's going to take me to finish that, and I have to work on my mom's, which is the same blanket, just different yarn and colors, I really need to get going on that. I made a little bit of progress on my Lydia Shawl. That's this yarn. And I made it to another color change, I believe. Oops. So, now we're down to just one of the light blue threads in there. And I think I'm pretty close. Oh, no. No. I just made it, like, with, yeah, right over here. Let's see. Right over here. You can see this little knot. That's how the color changes happen, and that's when it became this whole blue. So now it's only blue. Or, it's rather an aqua color, actually. So I've made a little progress on this. This isn't a priority project, it's just one that's easy for, I went with my boyfriend to do a home repair project at one of the rental properties he has, and so I just sat in the hallway crocheting, and that was easy to take with me because it's small, it's contained, I don't need to reference a pattern, and so it's just really easy. In the last video, I was asking you guys which 19 minutes, okay. Which of the balls you thought that I should use in regards to that shawl I wanted to make. And I decided to actually start 2 of them. I am behind, because I'm always behind, on the pattern releases, but I'm really loving how both of these are crocheting up. I did start this one, as a reminder what that looks like. It's very beautiful. I've already gotten to one color change. So I am about 2/3 done with part 2 on this one. And this is what it looks like right now. So the first part that's up through this this border, this is a lace stitch, so it's just to give it a really airy look. This second part, these are popcorn stitches, I believe. It's actually crocheted this way. They're popcorn stitches, and these are supposed to represent the little tiny islands in the archipelagos of Sweden. The next section is bigger blocks that are together, and that's supposed to represent some of the bigger small islands, so it will be like one house or something on it. And the fact that people live on these little island things is so cool to me. Anyways, so that's where I'm at on this. I hope to make more progress, but again, this project is not, it's not a Christmas present, so it's not a main priority. I also decided to start the project in this colorway, and so to do 2 of them at the same time. And this is how it looks so far. So I am really happy with that. I think it'll be beautiful. I have not made it to a color change on here yet. I did on the other one, but one should be coming shortly. So that is my crochet update. I did receive a Stitchy Kindness from Lori Graffour. She is one of my best friends, and I've met her through this channel, and now we talk like every day. And Lori's birthday was yesterday, so happy birthday, Lori. I hope you had a really good one. And so she sent me a little birthday present. She sent me 3 skeins of DMC in green because she knows green is my favorite color. She makes cards herself, and I'm pretty positive she made this one. I have the other one she made at work. And so it looks like this, and it says, "Our friendship is a work of art," which is a nice play on words. And it opens, and so that's actually on the other side. And I really like that. That's so cool. I really admire people who are creative enough to make their own cards and do that type of thing. I'm not that kind of an artist. And she sent me 3 magazines that she had in her stash. If anyone would like me to do a flip through, just let me know. I've already flipped through them, and there were so many cute projects that I'm super excited to stitch. And then this one. So, thank you, Lori. I had a really good birthday. Thank you for everyone who left birthday wishes on my last video. It was a good day. It was relaxing. My boyfriend and I went to dinner and a movie. We didn't make it to the fair because he's been sick. And, which is totally fine. It was just a nice, relaxing day. So, I think we saw The Incredibles 2. It was my pick, so. We're not like one of those couples that goes to the movies. I think that was the second movie we've seen in the movie theater together. And so I didn't even know any of the movies that were playing. I'm not really a movie person. I'm more of a, now I'm more of a Flosstube watcher. I don't even really watch TV anymore. So, and an audiobook listener. I'm sorry, I think I'm losing my voice, and I think it has to do with all this smoke that's in the air. Because I haven't even been talking a lot. at work. I didn't talk at all at work. Like, maybe to one person for 2 minutes, so. Final segment, really quick, is my plans for August. And these aren't my arbitrary August plans, which will be in another video, hopefully. These are the projects I will be focusing outside of that. So I'm hoping to maybe be able to focus and finish my sister's quilt. I don't have that to show here. But since I have finished the main projects for each of my other sisters, and actually I finished Alex's in June and Joe's in July, so if I could finish Kirsten's in August, that would really be like boom, boom, boom. And I've never been that ahead on my Christmas presents. Like, never. I always have these grand plans in my head of all the things I'm going to make for them. And then it always takes so much longer than you think it will. And so, they know me. And so they know to kind of expect that. Unfortunately, I have built that reputation. So it's all right. They usually always get it eventually. So Joe had to wait 3 years for her wedding one, but she's getting it. And Kirsten's been waiting on this quilt, I think, for 2 years. So Alex has been waiting on the shawl for like a year or two, but I kind of purposely put that one off so I would have it for the World Cup, only for Germany to like bomb out. So it might be cursed, Alex. I don't know if you really want it anymore. Don't wear it for Germany games. It's bad luck. So I don't really buy into that. I'm not superstitious. Anyways, so stop rambling. So the main projects I will be focusing on outside of the arbitrary August ones are hopefully more on Lady of the Flag. Oh, I don't know if I said this, but I meant to say it. I've just been working on the flag so far. I haven't done any of the dress. And I was going to start both of them, but I was loving how this was looking so much that I just kept going. Which is why I don't have 2 of them to show you. But I am still going to stitch both. But I haven't fully decided yet if this is going to be the original one or if this is going to be the Statue of Liberty version. Because at this point, I haven't gotten to the dress. And so I am planning on stitching with Diana. It's Kismet's. Is that her full name? It's Kismet's. It is Kismet. Oh my gosh. I'm feeling so dumb today. I wrote to someone in an email. I was like, or it might have even been on a Facebook group chat. Anyways, I've got Monday brain and it's a Wednesday, so that's not a great sign. But anyways, but I don't think she's done the conversion yet for the Krynic, and so I've been kind of holding off. And then I don't think she's done the because I do Krynic as I go. Like, there's a lot of Krynic in the flagpole, and I do it as I go. I don't save the Krynic for the end. It's just not my preference. And then I've also don't know about the bead conversion. I don't think she's done that yet. And the beads, I guess, isn't as important because, you know, beads I do last, except for on chatelaines. But, so yeah, I've just been holding off on fully making that decision. But I think the fabric is beautiful. I really love it. It smells so much like coffee still. Like, I don't know if they've ever mentioned it because I'm, like, eternally behind on Flosstube watching. But have Chelsea and Priscilla ever talked about, like, if the coffee smell ever goes away? Or does it stay this strong? Because I can still walk into my apartment and it smells like coffee from this. So, I don't know if that smell ever leaves. Anyways, another one of my big focuses will be those 5 or 6 characters on my nephew's piece. Then I did enter stitching George Washington into 2 separate group challenges. And so I hope to finish a page or two on him this month. At least 3,000 stitches. These aren't Haid size pages, so there is that. But that's where I'm at. Those are actually greens. The lighting is really bad right now because it's like nighttime. And then the final main project I will be focusing on is my mini Jame and the Prisoner of Wool House that I'm doing with Vicky. And here's a color picture, guys. Told you, color pictures will now be a thing on this channel. Oh, isn't she beautiful? I am 600 stitches behind schedule, but I think that'll be easy to catch up. So I need to do just over 2,000. I think just actually around 2,000 this month. So does that actually make me only 400 stitches behind? I don't remember. But, so that's where I'm at. Oops, on the first page. I am doing this with Vicky from Reading and Stitching. And so, I need to work on that. Why did I put, oh, because we're reading Emma right now. So that's why I put on this little Emma needle minder. Emma. And so, guys, I have not read a single of the Jane Austen books. But my plan for this month is to finish Sense and Sensibility. I have about 7 hours left. And to completely listen to Emma. And so then my next plans are to, like, and then to basically do a book a month. Because I am behind. So, so I will be working on this while listening to those. And that is my main plans for the month of August. Behind me you might notice some changes on the bulletin board, and not bulletin board, blackboard. I've changed this to be my Christmas present tracker. So you might notice that next to some people there are multiple boxes. You might not notice that. It's fine. And that's because some people are receiving multiple presents. So like for each of my sisters, they have a main present I'm doing for them, a Mill Hill kit that I will be doing for them, and a project bag. So that's 3 presents for each of my sisters. And their husbands kind of get lumped with them, except for the youngest who's not married because she's 16, so that's not happening. But, so, sorry brothers-in-law, but that's how it is, right? Just get lumped with your wife. My parents will have a Mill Hill kit and then the blanket that I'm doing for my mom. My nephew Hayden, he has the cross-stitch project and a Mill Hill. I only have one for my grandpa, which is a Mill Hill, and I'm thinking I'll just buy him something because I don't really know what else crafting. My aunt will get a scarf and a Mill Hill. My boyfriend, I couldn't specifically put him on here because he doesn't know what I'm doing. But so I put Sophie, which is the name of the blanket. Then I put birds, and I'm thinking the birds will actually be his birthday present in November. If you watch my channel back in May, I showed these birds projects, and I'll show it later. Not later tonight, in another episode, because I don't have it here with me. And then Santa, because I do a Prairie Schooler Santa, and then I turn it into this little decorative pillowy thing. And then, the dogs for my other aunts. She asked my parents about them, so anyways. So, that's all there is to share. Now we've come to the final portion of the video, which is the giveaway. 20 people entered. I wrote down everyone's name and project bag idea on here. So I'm just gonna shuffle these up. And then, guys, my intention is actually to keep this around for a little while. So just because you don't win this doesn't mean I might not periodically decide to pull out a random name and send a little project bag in appreciation for you guys following me. So for the 20 who decided to enter, just because you don't win this one doesn't mean that at some point I might not be replying to you asking for your address. So keep that in mind. Isn't this beautiful? It's supposed to be a flower pot, but I kill things. Not on purpose. I'm just really bad at keeping plants and betta fish alive. So shuffling this around, this person will be getting this whimsical advent calendar and a project bag. And let's see who it is. Verpy R, who would like seaside or ocean. So Verpy, I'm probably saying your name wrong, I'm sorry. If you will email me your address, I'll try to put it in the comments below. I actually do have this, surprisingly. I do actually have a project bag, not completed yet, but that I had kind of thought of, but it wasn't particularly calling to me, so this kind of actually feels like it was meant to be. So send me your address, and I will reply to your comment on the last video, letting you know you won. And I hope to get that out this weekend because I have to pick up a package from the post office, so if I could just go there and pick up the package and drop this one off, that would be fantastic. So congratulations, Verpy, and to everyone else who follows and comments and supports the channel. I really appreciate you guys. And other people, you will be getting project bags. Maybe every 100 subscribers, maybe every 50, I don't know. But to those who commented, I appreciate you guys. I really do. I really do believe I have the best followers. I have the best people who comment. I know sometimes we talk about people getting hate on their channel. I've gotten 3 dislikes in 30 videos. So I know I have the best followers. And honestly, I would rather keep it at 500 and have you 500 awesome people who support me than to have 1,000 but get negative comments and feedback and hate. So I just want to thank you really from the bottom of my heart for each one of you uplifting and changing my life and just making this a better world to live in and bringing me more passion for this hobby. Thank you so much. And I mean, if you leave a comment on that video, I'm not saying your name might not end up in here, because it could, possibly. I mean, let's all acknowledge I'm a little sporadic and a little crazy sometimes. And things just happen. I say I'll post and then I don't. That's a negative. But sometimes I say there's just one winner, and then another name might randomly get drawn out at some point in the future. We never know what's going to happen. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And I'll talk to you guys later. Happy stitching. Bye.